87. Yeah, that's pretty cool. YouTube. Up and good morning YouTube. Yes, them are tanks in the desert behind me, used by the government for target practice. I'm going to move this bit of plastic. It's not mine, but I'm going to move it anyway. I'm just having getting rid of my rubbish. But you'll see things scattered about. Now when you walk and look on the floor, you'll see stuff like this, which this is all shrapnel from the shells. Little bits of shrapnel from the shells. That is a bullet, as you can see. It's hit some stone by the looks of it. And I'm guessing these are, I don't know if that'll zoom in or not. These are armoured piercing shells. Looking at them, that one's tumbled and flattened, but I think these are armoured piercing shells because they're still in one piece. Otherwise, because if there was if there was made out of lead, but they have lead outer and then a steel inner core for armour piercing, and that's just a little bit of walk, little bits of metal all over the place, and then you'll see got holes in it. You see things like that. That's a big bit, and that is heavy bit. A big bit of shrapnel, that. You don't want that going through you, that'd hurt. And it's things like this that are used for target. Obviously this bit here is the used for a defensive position. There's no shells about, but you see here's a defensive position there as well on the ridge line. But you see that, yeah, something over there as well. But there's bits all over the place. And I'll have to go exploring as well. But it's a nice, quite a nice spot. But you see the tanks. There's 10 of them there. And obviously I'm hidden behind them just in case, but no. A little bit, but this is one of the tanks. No idea what it is, but it does actually look like a Sherman tank buster. Don't know if it is or not. Obviously look at the thickness of the rear armour. We're going to have to get in there, aren't we? So this is where the engine goes. What's that? In the turret bit. So a lot of it's been hit quite a lot. Presuming that's the gearbox, so the driver might sit there, and the driver will sit there, the pedals, the gunner will sit there. Yeah. Yeah, pretty pretty cool, must admit. It is pretty cool. You got this little lens, well, little glass so you can see out. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So you can see these holes. Obviously these are armoured piercing rounds that's gone through these. And some of them. And then they've left the splatter marks on that side. So it's been shot from that side. Yeah, there's some quite big holes. And a bit of trash, of course, as well. Trying that. I've got my Crocs on, you see. But yeah, you see some of the holes. There's the splatter marks there. And big chunks missing. That's for sure. Yeah. I don't know what kind it is, but it does. 2865. It definitely does look like a Sherman. 87. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I say this is just one of the tank, and obviously got another 9 to look at yet. Here is armoured piercing, and it's gone that far in. Let's fly around. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Be careful with the drone. Yeah, so it's been shot from over there. That's a big, I'm going to say, look, oh, it's been well shot. It's almost gone straight the way through. See all the running gear's been hit quite a bit. Pretty cool. Well, that's the first one. Let's go and have a look at the next one. So I don't know what tanks they are. I know there is Shermans here. I have heard that somebody said there were a T-34 tank and some other ones. So, and a German tank as well. There is down at the, I did pass a military base, the military depot down there, and they did have some tanks, and they have some American deuce and halves there as well, so pretty cool. So this is the next one, which is a bit more damaged. Well, not, yeah, no, really. You can see the thickness of the armour at the back, and obviously the turret's been, back of it's been chopped, and inside there'll be a big engine here. God, that must have been, it's a big engine. Probably fuel tank there and there. Bing bong. Yeah, this has been well shot at as well. Well shot at. Been here a while, mate. it's the same Sherman. Yeah, you see, like these are that's direct. These are like glancing blows. Someone else's logo on there. Number 68224. Yeah, so the barrel's been cut off. Nasty wound. You don't think these just run on. Really cool. So let's go and have a look at that one. Definitely not had the back cut off. It's had a whack there, look. Pushed all the side in. And the gun looks like it's hanging out, and the gearbox. So there must be a drive shaft going all the way through the middle. Yeah, let's get in. Yeah, so when that shell's come through there, it's cracked that, look. Yeah. Be careful here, that's for sure. But yeah, holes through it. See, that's the hydraulic motor. These some of the pipe works, you've got oil in it. So that's the hydraulic motor to turn the turret. You know, this is just like a gear teeth going all the way around. Is that a build plate? Yeah, you can't see that, it's been shot there. So the tank driver sits there, and obviously his pedals and his levers, and there's a little periscope thing, so you can stick his head through there, or the little periscope thing there. But yeah, the sides. The track's not that thick, you know, above that bit. So if you're going to shoot somewhere, you shoot here and then it just splats up. But obviously these are all armour piercing. The heat and the phosphorus. And then this is the gun. This is obviously these. Was it a 5-man crew? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. A 4 or a 5-man crew in this. And obviously all that back section there, that's where the engine will probably go to where the angle iron is there, because that's the engine mounts. So all this section is probably engine. Yeah. You see some of these have obviously this is the turret. Ooh. Yeah, pretty thick armour. Suppose modern machinery. Yeah, that doesn't look very secure, doesn't it? So whether that, I don't know if that is the plate, the escape hatch. Maybe that's the escape hatch. Yeah, also I was wondered if there is escape hatch in these. So it's probably the escape hatch. And you don't want to crawl out from under here, especially if it's been hit. As I say, that isn't, because that's got the engine here. Get off my land! Yeah. I broke my bleeding back when I jumped down there then. A little bit of remains of cables and crap. I wonder if there's a marking on this one as well. No, it just looks slightly different. So there might have been a marking there. I suppose it's good for target practice, but that's a lot. Yeah, look at all these. So I wonder if these are 50 cals. They're all being shot from over there. Yeah, 150 cal armour piercings. The thing is, they're expensive. Really, I never got a chance to shoot one of them in States. Maybe next time I go back, I'll get a chance to shoot a 50 cal. Right, that's it for today. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I've just seen 3. I'm going to come back tomorrow and see all these other ones all around there. But I'm going to drive around because it's getting about 5 o'clock, I think now, 5 or 6 o'clock. I need to get some food. So yeah, abandoned tanks in the middle of the Atacama Desert. It's really, really cool. Really cool. Just found a mortar crater, which is there, look. And I know it's a mortar crater because I found this inside it. So yeah, that's part of the mortar crater. But of all this area, I found one shell. I don't know what the date is on that, 05 I think it is. That's the only shell that I found on all this. I've been shooting that. But I actually thought this bit was a nose of a cockpit of a plane. Now I'll look at it closer. It's actually a cement mixer. You know the big turntable of a cement mixer on the back of a truck? Well, that's what this is. You can obviously see all the concrete about. But yeah, as you can see, obviously with all the concrete about, that's a bit of a giveaway. All the tanks on this range, there is either identified the M-51 Sherman and the M-60 Sherman. Which is which, I have no idea. The tanks was bought to Chile from the United States in about 1947. They acquired them, well, some of them anyway. And there wasn't until, and they didn't actually receive them until 1980. Hopefully they didn't pay for them then. Yeah, that would have been not good. But some of the upgraded Sherman M60 tanks are actually from Israeli. So they got them from the Israeli army, which is pretty cool. But the M60 is the heavily modified version of the iconic American M-4 Sherman tank. So bit on steroids, kind of. But it wasn't until 1980 that the M60 tank arrived to Chile from Israel. So in 1960 they bought a load of Israel tanks, 1980 rather, they bought a load of Israeli tanks, which is the M60s. 1980s, these tanks from Israeli was upgraded with a more powerful 60mm gun, which obviously you can see, well, the remains of it. And these Shermans was in use. Well, there was in use from 1980 to 1999, and some of them to 2003. So there was quite in service quite a long time. Cool. We're cool in there, really. Let's have a look at up here. Still got oil there. Yeah, you see the glass there, look. So I can actually see when it's what's it in. Well, this like remains of the gun. Yeah, don't want to be inside here when like a shell like that hits it, because the shrapnel inside is going to be not very nice at all. Not very nice. Can't break my neck now. Getting back off. So the Israeli M51 Sherman tanks that also operated by the Chilean army between 78 and 2006. So I don't know if it's a 51 or not, I have no idea. Famed for the reliability and firepower. These tanks featured a 105mm gun and played a critical role alongside the M60. Oh, that's what they're for. Alright, that's cool. I always wondered what them brackets were for the end. It's for a couple of spare rubber wheels. They're brand new, look. Brand new. The M51s were acquired during a time of significant international arms embargo and regional conflicts. Yeah, that's interesting that it's I suppose nobody's nicked it. Yeah, brand new wheel. And a buzzard flying above, look. Waiting for the remains of me, maybe. Yeah, I was wondering what they were for. But they're actually two spare wheels. The little ones there, look. Yeah, pretty cool. Then you just here in the fucking desert. Yeah, that's been shot from over there as well. Apparently there is Israeli marks inside one somewhere. Yeah, they're setting all the engines out. Ooh. Oh, that's different. I've not seen. So that's where the shells must be. So this is a bit more compact because you see the drive shaft there that goes to the obviously the engine and the gearbox at the front, and then these are for the shells. Well, I'm presuming that's for the shells. It must be for the shells. That should be placed for a minute, really. Alright, that's quite cool. Well, this one is a lot worse for wear. Hell of a lot worse for wear. Big bits missing. You can see how thick the side armour is. Obviously that's been cut out. And the gearbox. And obviously the drive shaft goes through that rail there to the back. And this side here is where all the what's-its was. But I'm pretty sure that must be an escape hatch. Yeah. Getting very sorry for itself is this one, that's for sure. Not a trash about as well. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot left. At least I think it's obviously they just have used it for the remains of it for target practice. You can actually see how thick the armour is. It's about 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches. Yeah. It's alright, we're whacking there, look. Yeah, they're very well beat up. And you see some of these, it's, you know, the glancing blow from a 50 cal or whatever it is. You know, been glancing blow off that. And then off up there by a mile. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want anybody around. You don't want anybody around here when they're shooting these, that's for sure. See, this is probably, we'll say obviously this is 1940s armour with modern grenades. You see, I wonder if that hole there is actually gone all the way through. It's a possibility. Can't quite tell. Might have even gone all the way through. And then to them. Cool. That's quite a big, looks like quite high up, this one. Big holes in this again. Yeah, I suppose modern rounds, I suppose 50 cals in them days, I don't know if they've gone through or not. No, it doesn't look like they've gone through. So I'm a piercing 50 cals. That one's gone through, that's 20. That's 20. These are probably 50s. Yeah, so that makes a mess of it, that's for sure. See, it's funny how they get normally with the armour piercing, because it explodes on the surface and it just splatters and then the projectile goes through. So I'm guessing that's what these are. It's like the armour piercing, it's just hit it and then splattered and the other bit's gone in maybe. But yeah, because they've got a slight ridge there, so on the turret, so if they go into that it hits and deflects up. You're really be looking down there. That's my head. But yeah, it's amazing how it comes in and just blows the inside out. And these bits are inside, they're the bit that really kills you, because they just bounce around inside here. Bounce around big style inside here. And the turret, somebody shove something on the thing. Oh god. Yeah, that's quite a big hit there. So whatever it is has come. Whatever it is, it's come straight through there, straight through the gun, and straight through there. You see there where it's had a hit, and there where it's had a hit on the opposite side. It hasn't penetrated it, but all the metal shards that have come off has been splattered around here inside, and that's the bit. If there's any bits that shouldn't be here, gonna get you. So this is the last one here, and this is really been mullered, really been mullered. The front of it's been taken off or whatever. Yeah, but that is being mullered. Yeah. I haven't seen any Hebrew markings on him though. Should have put my hat on, my head's burning. Still don't know what kind of tank this is. No idea. Yeah, that was quite mullered. 240. Yeah, I don't think it's quite repairable, really. Have a go. No, I think it's pretty fucked, to be honest. But yeah, been hit a few times. So that's it for here.